Nice.
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Yeah. welcome. Hold on. You know me, I gotta check the audio. Make sure. Perfect. Welcome, everyone. Another Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to everybody. August 18th, 2026. God. The year is flying. Welcome, everybody. As people log on and sign on today, we're going to make sure we cover a pretty interesting topic that I think needs to be addressed in the motorcycle community as a whole, which is prospecting, of course. So make sure you like, share, and of course subscribe so that you can get going here. I'm going to my groups. Yeah, guys. Welcome. Let me see. I'm going to all of these biker ones that I have. Yeah. Come on. Yep. So, anyways, welcome everybody. Happy to be here. Excited to be here. Thank you guys for joining us, and as you continue to join us, continue to thank you for joining our podcast every week. I'm sharing right now, guys, so bear with me. Sharing. Yeah. Making sure that I hit all the groups. Yeah, these guys are cool. Make sure I hit them. Anyways, thank you, everyone. Thank you for deciding to come on and continue to do this. But listen, let's really get into talking. So I want to welcome everybody. I want to welcome and invite everybody to text us on the chat, and we'll do our best to give you a shout out and or bring you into the conversation somehow. Also, I want to make sure you guys keep hitting that like button, keep sharing to all the other groups, oh shoot, I closed it. Jesus, I closed it. Sorry, I shouldn't have closed it. Here we go. Let me make sure that, yeah, we can do this. I lost it. I don't know what I did. Yeah, I think I did. Anyways, welcome everybody. Today, let's talk about, prospecting, right? Let's talk about prospecting. The importance of a prospect. Hey, what's going on, my sister? Bougie, all the way from the Detroit metro area. What's going on? Thank you for being here. But we're going to definitely talk about prospecting. What about a prospect? I'm gonna say something here, and I'm gonna turn this background music. I'm gonna say something here, and again, I'm gonna give you my disclaimer. This is my show. This is my experience. This is my opinion. None of this is facts to everybody, right? Man, my green screen is acting a fool today. But none of this is hey, what's going on, Becca? 313. Hell yeah. None of this is a law, right? This is my opinions. But let's talk about prospecting today. And I got, a bunch of notes that I took and I made here. The who, the what, when, where, why. All right, what to expect from a prospect, traditional prospect duties, all that stuff. We can dissect that, and you probably know and probably heard all of these. Now, this is what I think. I think the prospecting phase is extremely watered down. What up, La Bella? In the house, and her husband La Bestia, hater proof motherfuckers. Hell yeah. But I think the prospect phase has been watered down. Maybe not everywhere, right? But definitely. Hey, Lou Pagan, what's going on, man? What's up? Good evening, everyone. My brother Lou. from the state of Florida. Hey, bro, I bet you I'm competing with you right now on the weather. I promise you. What was your high temperature today in your neck of the woods? And I'll tell you, here in Oklahoma City, where I've been at for the last couple of months, was I want to say, if I recall correctly, 109 was today's high temperature with a heat index of like 112 or some crap like that. So extremely rough especially for us. And never mind, you got us 113. Bro, you guys are cooking down there. We're still just warming up then. No, extremely hot. So let's bring that point up. Please stay safe, guys. Stay hydrated. Stay indoors. All of the above, right? Be safe out there. If you absolutely have to work outdoors, please be careful. Make sure you stay hydrated. Obviously, in my industry as a safety director, I tell people water, rest, shade. Water, rest, shade. It is hot. And let me tell you something. In these temperatures, if you do not have to be out on a bike, don't. Okay? If you do not have to be out on a bike, don't. Wife and I went out for a ride on Saturday, and a 1-hour ride turned into almost 2.5 hours back just because we had to stop. The heat from the engine, plus the heat outside, plus it was starting to burn the inside of her thigh and the inside of her calves. So we had to stop and rest, and we obviously have to stop and take electrolytes. So guys, be safe, please. We're talking heat temperature right now. But to today's topic, let's get into this, guys. Let's get into it. Prospects. Guys, prospects are the future of our chapter. Prospects make us and make future leaders. And again, this is my opinions only. And by the way, I want to thank everybody, all 3 of you that like and share my post on Facebook. I have been posting quite a lot about motorcycle protocol. I've been posting quite a lot about the world we live in. And again, all of it is my experiences, my knowledge. If what I am posting reflects you, is out of pure coincidence. But if the shoe fits, fucking wear it, Cinderella. All right, that's just where I'm gonna drop that. All of these are experiences that I have had. Some have been directly with me, some experiences that I have witnessed, some experiences that I have learned. Some of them I've helped worked on to try to correct the wrongs, and I've learned from there. But again, all of these are my experiences and my experiences only. So I'm gonna leave with that. But again, hey, if you try to put your name on there, I'm gonna throw yours right back. I'm gonna let people know. But that's not what this show is about. We're gonna talk about prospects. But I will say this: a weak prospecting phase will make a weak member, who in the future will make a weak leader. Joking if they can't take it. Hey, I'm with you, bro. I love you, bro. I fucking love you. This is my boy Lou. God dog it. All right, man. Let me get into my topic. All right. A weak prospect will make a weak member, will make a weak leader. Change my mind. I will sit here with a cup of coffee and tell you to change my mind. I promise you. I can't trust that you are going to be loyal if you were handed a patch. If you're, oh shoot, 1 second. Hey, Aaron.
What up, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing well, but I don't know if you noticed, if you go on Facebook, I'm live right now doing my podcast.
I'm driving right now.
Well, put it on and listen to it. Everybody's watching you talk to me right now. I'll call.
What up, everybody? How you doing?
Hold on. Let me put you on the mic. Go ahead.
What up, everybody? How you doing?
I'll give you a call as soon as I'm doing my podcast Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Central, Eastern, 8 p.m. So I'll give you a call back, brother.
All right, for sure, brother. Have a good one.
All right, man. But anyways, good prospect, guys. Who did we not do hang-arounds no more? And I get it. I have a lot of viewers who are motorcycle associations, who are riding clubs, who are not necessarily a traditional MC. But do we not vet our people? Do we not hang out with this guy? Maybe you don't have a 1 year hang around period. Maybe you don't have a 6 month let me get to know you period. Okay, you're not a traditional MC. You don't abide by traditional rules. That's fine. But do you just watch somebody walk up to you and go, "Hey man, I saw your post on Facebook. I like it. When do I get my patches?" Right? Next thing you know, this guy's wearing a Prospect rocker or a P or a top rocker with your club name, whatever your pop protocol is for your club or social group or whatever. And all of a sudden now that person, it's your prospect. And I made a post a couple of days ago and somebody put on there, yeah, also don't be so fucking quick to call them brothers. I mean, this guy's got to earn his stripes. Do you know him? Do we know of him? Somebody's got to take him under their wing. Somebody. Hey man, you met me. Maybe I was your contact. Maybe I was your connect. Right? When you know, and now you come over. You want to join? You say, "Hey, Taino, I want to join." Okay, fine. I'd love for you to come hang out with us. And I'm gonna feel you out. I'm gonna see you when we're having drinks. I'm gonna see how you react, how you act. I'm gonna find out if you're the type of guy that once you get drunk, you start talking shit about everybody. Gail, Sir Gail, what's going on, mi hermanita? All right. So who is that prospect you're letting into your family? You call this group your family, right? You call this group your brothers and sisters, and you just letting that person, that guy, that gal, just join and all of a sudden, like, you know, just because he's cool, because he's got the cool bike, because he has you know, whatever, some qualities about him that you just fucking want to have him in the club. Or you just fucking need members. That's what it is. You fucking need members, so you start taking every Tom, Dick, and Harry so that you can look big as shit when you pull up on a set. All right, but you got a bunch of rats and snakes. Guys, you need to vet those guys. That is the who. All right. You need a person who's hung around. Again, you don't have to. Maybe as an MA or SC or SG, right? You know, you want to test these people. You want to see how they're going to react, how they're going to act. Because I'm going to tell you something later on when I talk about where you'll understand why your prospecting doesn't stop when you take that vest off at the end of the night when you go home. We'll talk about that. But you need somebody. For one point, right? First of all, you need to have a sponsor. I personally don't care if it's an MA, if it's an MC, a 1%. It doesn't matter. You got to have a sponsor. What are you saying here, brother? I spoke to several people, and I think clubs should initiate a mentoring program. The senior members should be put on rotation to teach the new guys. They should be told to do a few roads before they get a few rods. Lost you there. Before they get the patch. Excuse me. Listen, I'm going to tell you something, man. The same way you don't just make anybody a road captain and put him to lead or to be a tail gunner or a blocker. The same way you do that, it's the same way you rides, not roads. Yep, rides. The same way you test that new guy, that new person coming in. And I wish I was in a room full of you guys right now, because I'll go by a show of hands. Show me. Matter of fact, give me the little hands here. You can do, if you're on your device, find a little hand that goes like this, right? By a show of hands, show me how many times you've been in a meeting and all of a sudden somebody goes, "Oh, we want to welcome that guy." And you had no idea that guy had even, you've never met him. That guy just went and met with two officers. Those two officers brought him into the meeting and said, "Don't worry about it. We'll bring you in at the next meeting." And the club had, this person's never hung out with anybody. This person's never, you have no fucking idea who this guy is. What's going on, Roberto? My boy. You have no idea who this guy is. And today he is wearing your colors, representing your chapter. Who is his sponsor? In Spanish, we call them padrinos. Just godfather, right? That's what we call him. Hey, tú eres el padrino. You're the padrino of this guy, right? And I'm going to tell you something. In the traditional MC world, if I put my name on the dotted line for you, you best not fuck up. You best not fuck up. He said, Aaron, I just called on the phone. He said he's got us beat. It's 115 in Arizona. Jesus. Stay cool, my brother. Stay cool. We'll talk here in a minute. So back to the who's their sponsor? Is that person meeting all the requirements? Does he have the right bike? Does he have the time? Does the financial ability to be part of the club? Because as y'all know, there's somebody said that, hey man, don't do drugs, get into a hobby, go ride motorcycles. I'd probably have more money if I was doing drugs. Okay, so it is an expensive hobby. All right, it is very expensive, from just owning your bike to maintaining it to the rides to all of the moment I hit that throttle, that's costing me money, right? To go to point A to point B. When I get there, I'm spending money on drinks, food, this, that, the hotel, any entertainment we do. Name it. And that's just going for a day ride. Imagine when I got to go and do the Lone Star Rally, or I got to do Daytona. Maybe not for Lou, because Lou lives close by to Daytona. But if Lou came to the Lone Star Rally, or if I went to Daytona, all right, or if Sturgis just ended, right? If I went to Sturgis, yeah, that it all costs money. Good question. Does the person have an endorsement? Let me tell you something, man. Listen, I like that one, bro. I like that one, and we can talk about, while we're vetting this prospect. Why is a person with an endorsement important? Why is it important? I want to hear from you guys. Why should I verify he's got an endorsement? Who the fuck am I to go check a person's driver's license? Better yet, who the fuck am I to go check their insurance? Why is that important? I'm going to give you an example. Years back, not so long ago, maybe the 13s to 15-ish, maybe so. I can't remember exactly the dates. But Harley's had a flaw with the locking devices, the locking pins on their saddlebags. All right, that's why now they have the little twisty one. It kind of locks in and engages. It used to be more of a little pin, kind of like a pin thing. And that bag, and from the story, I don't want to tell the names or anything, but the bag came off, and it took down 3 people behind him. Okay, took down 3 people behind him. Luckily, that person was endorsed. That person had proper insurance. And now we're out here riding in the pack. We're taking you take 3 people down. You hurt them. You don't have the proper insurance. You don't have the proper endorsement. Guess what? You and the club can be liable. So it's important for you to vet your guys. You get to know how that person rides. You get to learn if that person's going to be a hot shotter who can, and listen, I don't care. You could be the best stunt rider in the world, and you're welcome to do that in your own free time. But when we're in a formation, you will not do that around me, because you're not going to jeopardize me. You're not going to take me down or take anybody else down. So when we're in formation, right? So all those things you want to learn about this prospect. What is the prospect? Now we know who and what we kind of need to do, but what is, right? It's a rigorous probationary period where the individual wears a prospect or probate patch. They are club property in a sense. That means you belong to the club, right? They have no voting rights, no say in club business, and must earn the respect of every patch holder. Every patch holder. So when we take you to the table, say, hey, is Taino ready for a centerpiece? If there's 100 people in that chapter and one person says no, guess what, my bro? Back to the chopping block. You are not getting yours. That's the traditional way. Now, in my opinion, again, Taino's opinion only. If you don't like my opinions, you don't like what I got to say, There are millions and thousands and hundreds and tens and I don't know how many. There's plenty of Motorcycle Talk podcasts that you can go check out that maybe they just show you how to do oil changes and brake changes. But if you want to do that, go talk to my boy Lou. He is an amazing motorcycle wrench mechanic tech. He'll teach you how to do that. He's actually done a couple of videos and hey man, badass. Maybe you should do some more often, bro. But every patch member must give you the okay. Now, what happens there? We're going to talk about that here in a bit. Prospecting begins after a formal vote. So listen, you don't just come in because somebody liked you and you spoke with somebody and you go, hey, Prez, look, this is a good friend of mine from work. You know, we're about to give him, he wants to join us. And then you go, yeah, man, give me this much. And we'll meet you on Sunday at our meeting and you get your patches. Mm-hmm. What do you think? Say it in the comments. Hey, free speech here, guys. You ain't got to worry about it. Free speech. And exactly as you write it, that's how I'm going to read it. Because I know if Sergey's still around, I know how her and I talk. We get along quite well when it comes to that. Oh, man, I love it. All right. I am okay. I was reading a message I was discussing. When prospecting begins after a formal vote from the church or the club meeting, it is typically last anywhere from 6 months to over a year, depending on the club's bylaws and prospect individual progress. So does that mean I gotta give you your patch just because you made the 6 months? Does that mean I gotta give you your patch just because you made a year? Absolutely not. If anything, I can actually say, hey, bro, you're wasting your time and my time. Bye. We can take a vote to say, hey, man, this guy's stagnant. This person's stagnant. This person's not growing. They're not helping us grow. Bye. See ya. Thanks, but no thanks. If the person's got potential, then work with that person. But that person's going to sit there and not wear a full patch until whenever. The whole full patch membership votes yes. I got to keep. Listen, guys, y'all can laugh at my age, man, but I'm not used to these just yet. I've been wearing them for over a year now, and I love to take them off, but then I realize I can't read shit without them. So, where are you a prospect? Jesus, where are you a prospect? Listen, you're a prospect every fucking where. Everywhere the prospect represents the club, at the clubhouse, on mandatory runs, at mandatory functions, and in their daily civilian life, how they carry themselves reflects directly on the patch. This is how you know whether this person's gonna make it or not. This is the person you're gonna want to call brother or sister, right? Because I know, again, I'm speaking to many facets here, not just the MC world, right? I'm talking to MAs and SCs, SGs, affinity groups, all of the above. Why is it so important to make sure you vet this prospect? And guys, if you notice, all I did was who, what, when, where, and why. That's all I've done here. Who, what, when, where, and why. So now you know who, right? Try to find out what the prospect period is, when, how it begins, where, everywhere, and why. To protect the club, this phase ensures the individual is trustworthy, understands the hierarchy, and keeps their mouth shut, won't bring unnecessary heat, and will stand shoulder to shoulder with brothers when necessary. And I'm not talking things have to go bad for you to go shoulder to shoulder. No, I can go shoulder to shoulder right now when I find out that my brothers in Indiana had a very, very fucking nasty storm, and as of yesterday, there were 6 days without power. Prospect, we're gonna collect. We're gonna give you $300. We need you to go do some groceries and go drop them off at member so and so because their fridge hasn't had power and all their food went bad and spoiled, and now that he ain't got no food for his kids. Prospect, I need you to go over there and help brother so and so cut all the trees in his yards. Because they need to, the tree's blocking his driveway and he needs an extra body. So things don't always have to be, oh my God, a prospect's just there to fight the fights of the club. No, how about earn the title brother and the title sister? Earn that fucking patch. Shut the fuck up. Learn to listen and listen to learn. Damn it. Bro, I'm telling you, you need to make fucking bumper stickers or little stickers for the helmets. I swear I'll buy them. I like that one. Shut the fuck up. Learn to listen to learn. Because I'm going to tell you, and that was me for a long time ago. Many years ago, I used to hear you just so that I can rebuttal, just so that I can reply. As a prospect, you need to listen to understand, listen to learn, listen to be educated. You're coming into my world, so you listen to what I got to say. I've been here. I've earned the patch. I'm going to teach you what it takes. What do we expect from a prospect? Simple. Absolute respect. Now, of course, all of us understand one thing. We are all men. We're all women. We're all adults. I can't speak for every club. I'm only going to speak for what I believe in. I have made prospects do some crazy shit, but I've never made a prospect do anything that would degrade that person's humanity or degrade that person's manhood or womanhood. But I've made prospects earn their shit. So, regardless of whoever the person is, they must also show respect to patch members of allied clubs. Meaning, if we go somewhere, you don't just walk them to a room and not say hello, not identify yourself. Hi, I'm prospect from so-and-so. Some clubs have different styles, different rules. Some of them allow you to use your name. Hey, I'm prospect Taino from ABC Club. Some of them, you don't have a name. Your name is prospect. Hey, I'm prospect. I'm prospect. What's your name? Prospect. What was your name again? Prospect. It's right here. Or it's on the back. Prospect. All right. Show respect. Earn it. And again, I said this and I've said it in all my shows and on a lot of my posts. If you don't want to deal with this shit, then fucking be independent. But what this is going to do, guys, believe it or not, is going to make you love the colors you're going to wear. It's going to make you respect the colors you're going to wear. It's going to help you stand by those colors when the absolutely time calls for it. Now, if anybody here's been military, prior military, understands that that's what basic training is. There's a lot of people who wash out in basic training. That's when they realize this shit ain't for me. And if you go to basic training, man, they will drill the shit out of you. You will have to hear them cuss you out. And I know things changed since maybe the 90s. And back then, they used to be able to put their boot on your back as you were trying to do push-ups. And they were trying to push you down. Now, my understanding is they can't do that no more. They can only use the knife hand and cuss. They can cuss in their they can't cuss. Like, they can't call you a dumb motherfucker, but they can say, "Are you dumb, motherfucker?" Something like that. But they beat the crap out of you emotionally, mentally. They work you out physically to make sure that when time comes, if you need to pick up one of your buddies and carry him out of the battle zone, you will absolutely do that. You need to understand that the biker world began from World War II veterans. And that's the mindset they had. Hey, man, you got to earn this shit, man. You got to earn that rank. You got to earn your position. You got to earn your name. Availability and reliability. If a prospect's already telling you from day one, not even a prospect, just a person that wants to join, well, I will let you know because my schedule's kind of wild. Okay, what's wild? Because we all have schedules. We all work. What's wild? Well, I may be able to come out maybe once every other month. Okay, no, see ya. Then maybe just come hang around, party with us, and go back home. All right? This is more of a commitment. It is something you're choosing to do, but it's a commitment. You volunteered for it, but you're committing to it. As a prospect, you're going to be in constant observation. You should be, at least. Because I'm going to tell you, if you're my prospect and I'm your sponsor, everything you do reflects me. Everything you do is me. When you fuck up, they come at me. Hey, Pedro, how you know? That's your prospect, bro. What the fuck's your prospect doing? You got to go over there and handle your prospect. Let me tell you guys something, man. I fucked up. A lot of people don't know this. I don't tell my war stories. But I messed up when I was first prospecting for the very first time. And my mistake was speaking at a meeting without being called. First of all, I was a prospect. I shouldn't have been fucking saying shit. And it was just a recommendation for a party that we were getting ready to do. And I actually, if I remember correctly, I was kind of volunteering myself on another prospect because we wanted to be in the bar. If I recall correctly, we wanted to be in the bar because in the bar, you get to talk to the girls. You get to see everybody inside the bar. When you're in the parking lot out there watching bikes, you're just watching bikes. And if I recall correctly, I was like, hey, how about, I'll start in the parking lot. And then when you rotate us, you put us back in and put us in the bar. And I remember the president saying, well, it's not a bad idea. And I'm over here proud as hell until he says, but that should have been your sponsor that said that shit. And I looked over and my sponsor looked at me. And that day was just a meeting night. And our party was on Sunday. And it was raining outside. And I had to go mop the sidewalk. Mop the sidewalk. Let me say that again for the people in the back. I had to mop the sidewalk on a rainy day. Okay. And there I am learning my hard lesson, not to speak when I'm not spoken to. Number one, I'm a prospect. Shut the fuck up. Run everything through my sponsor, right? But I dealt with it. They laughed at me. I laughed with them, and I mopped the fucking sidewalk until the meeting was over. Never got dry. But I'm always on constant observation, all right? I need you to be... Which is sad. He said, I love parking as a prospect because I was the first person they saw when they first came into an event. Fair enough. I like that. But I wanted to be inside at the bar because that's when you actually can, like, as you're serving me back then, I was a single guy. And as you're serving the girls, you kind of give them that wink, let them know you poured just a little bit more so they can get a nice strong drink and in the hopes of them looking at a prospect and going, hey, maybe the prospect, that didn't work. But nevertheless, everybody had their favorite position. But listen, you work a lot harder though. Yeah, I had to give time. Absolutely. You had to. But I was saying, as a prospect, there has to be a balance of arrogance and humility. And how do I explain that? Well, I can't walk in as a prospect and act like I've already earned this shit because I haven't. You haven't. Can't walk in like you're a full patch member. Shut the hell up. You're a prospect. And again, this doesn't apply. This applies to all clubs, all motorcycles, regardless of your denomination per se. I can't just walk in and act like I've been here before. I have. Y'all respect me. It's not going to work. But I got to have the arrogance of I want that. I want that over there. I want to get to that point. I want that full patch. I can't wait to wear it. That's the arrogance. But at the same time, you got to have a certain level of humility to know that you haven't fucking earned it yet. You can't be in there, well, Jolly Wheeze, I wish I could have that patch. That don't work. Just be humble enough to know you haven't earned it, and then arrogant enough to say, that's what I want. I need that. I got to have that. You put that in combination and never change it. Just because you do get that center patch, you don't have to now sit back and say, fuck it, I'm a center patch now. Let me wait till these Sproxfests come through. That's not going to work. That is absolutely not going to work. Accountability. If the prospect messes up, they're expected to take their punishment. Extra duties, take it like a man. Your sponsor is also accountable for their actions. We covered that already. And some of the things we make, the prospects do, of course, watch the bike, watch the doors, driving the chase vehicle, cleaning, bar details, property upkeep, cut the grass, paint, fix this, just a little bit of everything. Listen, there were times that I was the first one in on our party nights. And the last, I did that just recently, 3 years ago, when I had my clubhouse in Detroit. I was the first one in, opening the doors, making sure the bathrooms were clean, they smell good. And I wasn't even a prospect. I was the president, right? Going around making sure all the, business managers, come on, let's go check out the beer. Do we have everything? Do we need to run for one more thing? Getting ice, filling up the tubs, filling up the coolers, helping everywhere. And I was the last one out. There was a moment where we had 0 prospects for a minute. So we all had to step up and do it. Service to patch holders, help run errands, pack positioning, riding in the very back of the pack, usually just ahead of the tail gunner or the chase vehicle. All right. Guys, earn your shit. If the club you're joining doesn't make you earn it, how can you be called a brother? Now, I've seen to where that's happened before. Like, hey man, this guy, he was with us, then he had to step away. He's coming back. He's only gonna, and that's actually in the bylaws of my former organization, right? That if you step away, as long as you're in good terms, if you come back, you got to wear the prospect for a couple of months, and you kind of earn your way back in. But you've already done your time. But if you're I'm talking brand spanking new. Nobody knew you from Adam, all right? Guys, make sure they earn that shit. Because in the minute they're about to start wearing that patch, and when they go out there and they get stupid drunk and they fucking act a fool at a bar when you're not around and that person's wearing your colors and that person goes fucks up, they're not going to say Joe Smith got in trouble. No, they're going to say member of XYZ club. And then your whole chapter is on the fucking hook. Your whole chapter is on the hook. What do we make you do? Listen, I think our prospects, phase in the motorcycle world for the vast majority has watered down. All right. You're right. I think a lot of us are guilty by association. I think we all are. Margaret. But I'll tell you, I think it's been watered down, and I think we need to get back to the basics. We need to get back to the basics. Go and educate ourselves on what the true basics of a prospect is. Make sure that sponsor, and it starts at the top. It starts with me, the president, with president, the vice president, the secretary, the treasurer, the business manager. All right, all of the above. We are all responsible to hold that sponsor accountable for the new prospect they just brought in. It takes a village to raise a child. Well, it takes a whole chapter to make a member. Does that make sense? It takes a whole chapter to make a member. When you let anybody and everybody in, all right, and you kind of got to, and again, this is where you're going to see if the person is just a personal friend. Now we got favoritism. All right. Now we have, you like him better than you like the other one. People start changing up on you because, all right, you didn't give me a chance to get to know the prospect. Now the prospect said something foul next to me, about my wife, about the property, the club's property, about and hey, you just got here. I've had new members come in and immediately, we should do this, we should do that, we should do this, we should do that. I'm like, hey, we've done all that and it don't work. It sounds great. It may work in a club with 60 members. It may work with a club with 60 members, 80 members, but in a club with 15 members, it's not going to work because you're going to end up. I'll give you an example. Having a clubhouse with 20 members can burn you out if you're having bike nights every weekend. Can burn you out. There goes all your Fridays or your Saturdays. There they go. And all 20 of them, even if you rotate them 10 and 10, you're going to burn yourself out. You're gonna burn your. You need somebody at the bar, at least 2 people. You need somebody around cleaning. You need somebody, unless you got money like that. You need somebody to be the DJ. You need somebody to watch bikes. You need somebody to be at your sergeants at the door. You need, when it's all said and done, you burn your chapter out because all they do is work. Yeah, everyone's afraid to offend someone, especially a prospect, for fear of losing them. I'd rather they leave before they get thrown out. I fucking absolutely. Bro, we can't sit here, and I'm talking with Lou right now as if he was sitting next to me. We can't sit here and assume that his little dues are gonna make or break this club. And a lot of them are just chasing those dues. A lot of them are just chasing the number and don't give a shit who they bring in. And again, I'll go back to how I opened up. A weak prospect makes a weak member and makes a weak ass leader. I'm not going to be president my whole life. I'm not going to be vice president my whole life. I'm not going to be. One day, maybe I just want to be a member, pay my little dues and ride. And I got to make sure that the people I built can run the chapter as it should, with integrity, responsibility, with duty. But if I'm fucking picking up from the bottom of the barrel and just giving them a patch so that I can fucking, you know what? If the prospect gets offended, then tell them to get the fuck home. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of clubs that he can go join. I know one right now that will take you in a heartbeat if you have a Harley. It's called the Hall Chapter, because all they are is a yearly membership, and then you just go to their meetings and do the rides, and that's it. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Yeah, there's a board, there's the commanders and this, that, and the third. But yeah, that's if you just want to do that, that's fine. But if you want to come into a more traditional, more day-to-day motorcycle club, then that's how it has to be. Look who's here. Bam, Sister Fireball, all the way from Lorraine. What's going on, sis? Lou, if we worry about who we're offending, let me tell you something, man. We need to then just give out fucking patches, because everybody has a reason to get offended. I've heard of issues where people get offended just because the president got passionate in the meeting and kind of got loud and raised his voice, and next thing you know, we're getting all kinds of, oh man, the president's offending and he said da, da, da. I had a member one time say to me, and mind you guys, I've been in the biker world now 20 plus years, when that member said this to me, and he said something, I can't remember quite the words, and Leo might be able to help me remember better, but he threw the lines out there that we were just bike owners and not bikers, and he was directing it at me directly, because I refused to go to a club house that at that moment was having a legit war with another club, like legit, like every week something was happening back and forth at their clubhouse, tearing up bikes, all the way up to some pew-pews one time. So because I said no, we will not go to that club, only because I knew the history, I knew what was going on. I had actually sat in the meeting, not a COC meeting, but in a meeting with all the local presidents, and we're trying to address that issue. Anyways, he said that to me, and all I said to him, I was like, let me explain something to you, man. You are lucky I sit in a motorcycle association, not an MC, because you would have said that to me in an MC, and I would have been 20 years back. You would be picking up your teeth off the ground. That was enough for that person to say, you know what, I think it's my time. I'm done. This is not what I want. And so you can go ahead and insult me, but when I throw it back, you want to take your ball and go home. As Lupagan said, better they leave now than having to throw them out. Just leave. Drop your colors off at the door and just go. See, as a prospect, we the club have the right to at any moment call that person and say, hey, listen, things aren't fucking working out for you here. This is not a fit for you. Remember, the prospect phase isn't just for the member. It's for the club. This is where we find out if the person is a good fit for the club or if the club is a good fit for that person. And they both need to meet in the middle. If the person's not a good fit, go. If the person starts becoming a cancer, go. If the person starts to go. You do not want to keep a person. Why? How much? How much is the piece of your club worth? Listen, I'd rather wake up every day knowing that on this weekend we're going to get together, we're going to go ride. On Tuesday we're going to go for tacos. On Thursdays we go for ice cream and you know, that kind of shit. Then to wake up in the morning and have to sit here with my board trying to figure out a way to address issues that this dumbass who hasn't even earned his patch yet is creating for the club. It's annoying. It's old. It's stupid. It's childish. Again, I am speaking from my experiences and my experiences alone. My knowledge as it's been taught to me throughout the years. 1996, when I threw my leg over that bike for the first time. Guys, you guys have no idea. I thought I was fucking hot shit. Steaming hot shit. Oh, man, did I think I was a freaking god. If anybody's in the Metro Detroit area, I'm going to tell you guys when I realized this was it for me. I was coming up from Lincoln Park to downtown Detroit, Southwest Detroit. And as I'm coming up that big bridge on 75 that goes over Delray, as soon as you peek the bridge, you can see downtown. You can see the Ambassador Bridge to Canada. You can see them near the whole city from the top of that bridge. Pretty tall bridge. And as I'm starting to come down, I realized this is fucking it. A week later, I was reaching out to a friend that I had met at a motorcycle repair shop and wanted to join. And guess what? I walked in that door and got humbled immediately. Immediately. I said, oh, you want to join us, huh? Yeah, I want to join us. And the guy walked by me and he went like this and he flinched and I flinched like this. He goes, you got a long way before you can fucking earn this patch. So all he did was he flinched at me and I flinched back. I didn't even react to fight. I just flinched back to cover myself and, you know, because I thought he was going to fucking swing on me. And guess what? Immediately, I realized, oh shit, do I really want to do this? And yeah, I eventually got through with it. And of course, there's all kinds of traditions. Some clubs got different traditions. This one, you actually got paddled. This one, you had to, on your crossover day, when I crossed over from, they told me that day, they were like, you want to cross over? We're going to vote on it. But before we vote on it, you got to come to the club. You got to work all day. Now, of course, I'm wearing all my clothing. They say you got to work all day in a bra and panty over your clothes. So I had to go get a pair of red bra and panty and put them over my pants and over my shirt. So here I'm working the bar all day wearing a bra and panty. And the guys, out of joke, every time they I'm laughing because I'm picturing. I got the picture somewhere. I wish I didn't plan on talking about this, but every time they ordered a drink, they would try to put the tip in the bra from the bar. Which, by the way, we didn't keep the tips. The tips go to the club, but the tips were actually put together for the memorial of brother. So if a brother goes down and passes away, that funds were given to the wives. Or the children. Nevertheless, that's where the tip went. But as a prospect, you know, I got humbled immediately. I had to do menial, stupid things just to make sure. There was a brother in the club named Chunky. That was his road name, Chunky. He couldn't even have candy because he was diabetic. But every time I see him, I had to have a Chunky candy bar to give him. He would just put him in his car and then give him to his kids. But, you know, I had to do certain different things. Sometimes I had to work the door, right? I had to just work the door, help the lady or the spouse or the property or whoever it was that was helping collect that the door fee, the entry fee. Sometimes I had to sit out there in Michigan, you know, rain, sleet, shine, it don't matter, snow, all of the above, had to, you know, sit out there because even in the wintertime when they have parties, I still got to be in that parking lot watching them cars. You got to earn it. You got to earn it. And when you do earn it. When you do earn it and they put that patch on your back, man, does it fucking feel good. It feels amazing to earn that patch. Feels great. Everything you've now, about to finish this podcast for today, but now the real works begin because now you're a full fucking patch member. Now the real work begin. Now, was it worth it? Yeah. If you're strong enough, right? If you can handle it. But again, if we don't go through the real process, the who, the what, the when, the where, the why. Who? A trusted hang around, somebody who's earned it with a full patch sponsor, a rigorous probationary period. That's rigorous. If you don't see that prospect, except if you're the type of club that only shows up at a meeting once a month and after the meeting you guys go to lunch, that's not rigorous. So all that guy's doing is hanging his vest at home, putting it on that one meeting day, riding with you guys for lunch, going home and hanging that vest again. That's not rigorous. All right. The prospect begins after a full vote. Just keep that in mind. Where? Everywhere. That's where that person's a prospect. Every fucking where. Every mandatory, every run, every ride, every club night, every bar night, all of the above. And why do we make them go through this? To protect the club. At the end of the day, I'm going to ask a question, and I want you, the few guys that are still on here with me, answer this, please. What comes first? The patch or the brother? Some of you guys might be afraid to answer, so you don't answer the wrong thing. What comes first? The patch or the brother? When you get the full patch, now you ride to represent the club with respect everywhere. What comes first? The patch? Absolutely, Lou. The patch comes first. That's what we're trying to protect by making that person a prospect. You want to know why? Because 5 years from now, that brother is gone. Maybe he ran its course in the club. Maybe he relocated. Maybe he got kicked out. Maybe he's sick. Maybe whatever. He's no longer around. But that patch is still there. The tradition, the bylaw, the fundamentals of that club is still there. So that patch will always come first. Protect it. Get these prospects. Make them earn it. And again, I'm not saying you have to degrade them. I'm not saying you have to. But you know what? If you got a clubhouse that going it, that prospect's going to fucking work. I've never had a prospect come to my house to mow my grass. I personally don't want to do that. But I will tell you, if a storm comes through and a couple of trees are falling on my house, and my brother, I'm going to call on my brothers and say, hey, guys, I need the prospects and help. Maybe I need them all to come help me do this. That's true brotherhood, and you got to earn it. Hey, Belinda, how's it going, my sister? And you know what? I want to say thank you to Belinda for tuning in, because Belinda is watching us from the UK, which is, I have no idea what time it is in the UK right now, hun. So I want to say thank you. She is a true supporter of the Motorcycle Talk podcast. She's a true supporter. She's actually purchased my books. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I just promise you that when I do go to the UK, me and the wife are planning on going to the UK, I will make sure I take time to drive over to your town just so that we can meet you, say thank you, take some pictures, and you can show us around and show us. I'm a foodie, so you're going to show us where to get some good food in your neck of the woods. So thank you. But the patch always comes first. All right. Holy, it's almost 2 a.m. her time. Oh, wow. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. All the way in the UK. I can't remember the name of the town. I know it's on the east, closer to the southeast side of the UK. So thank you for tuning in and always for just supporting and being a great. Hey, Harley, what's going on, my boy? Oh, nice to see you here, brother. But yeah, guys, prospecting, guys, who, what, when, where, why, make them earn that patch. Make them earn that patch. That being said, guys, now you are a full prospect. I mean, now you're a full member, right? You go through the whole prospect phase, whether it's 6 months, a year and a half, whatever it is, right? Different organizations, different bylaws, different things. Fine. Just don't give that patch away. Just don't give that patch away. That being said, guys, Next week, we're going to keep talking. We're going to talk about different topics in the MC protocol and the MC world. So next week, same time, 7 p.m. Central Time. I am still in the Oklahoma City area, broadcasting from here. Looking forward to continuing the series of educational talk. And that's all it is, educational talk with you guys. To my boy Lou Pagan, I love you, bro. Be safe. Stay cool. For some of you guys are dealing with 100+ degrees. I know Arizona was 115. Florida is 110. Here in Oklahoma City was 109. Yeah, there you go. Met City, IRA Met City in the house. Bendiciones. What's going on, bro? So extremely hot in some parts of the United States, where most of our viewers are at. I don't know how warm it is in the UK, but I know they had some rough weather recently, a few months back, maybe a month or so ago. It was extremely hot over there as well. So it's a big heat wave going through. Stay cool, people. Rest, shade, hydrate. And if it is that hot, do not get on your bikes, guys. Do not get on your bikes. No reason. Just be safe. And we don't need nobody having heat exhaustion, heat stroke while riding the motorcycle, guys. Be safe. And we'll see you guys next week with more topics here in the Motorcycle Talk podcast with Daino. I'm out, brother. Yeah, hugs to you and the wife, man. We'll see you guys next week.